Hello, let's see. Hello, YouTubers. Welcome to health class tonight. I just want to let one of my, let me see what I can call them. Message saved as trail. Yeah, I just want you to know I just opened the YouTube live. You know my,
Thank you.
yeah, and Yiska Levinson. I don't think I'm going to use the conference center or the Zoom because whoever usually comes in on this one anyway. But hopefully, if anybody wants to on the others, they'll call me because I can open them.
The Facebook, is the Facebook Live or YouTube Live?
It's YouTube Live, and if you want to do, I could leave you on the phone as well if you like.
Oh, okay.
And that way we can interact.
I know for the Torah classes, I got like an automated, like a reminder, but I don't see how to get into this class. I was just trying to figure it out.
On YouTube?
Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Now I see. Oh, there you
Yeah.
are.
So,
Awesome.
yeah, I have two subjects I wanted to cover tonight. This class is not long like the other classes, though. This one should be an hour or less. And we're going to start out tonight talking about the basic health things, which is that in the days of our grandparents, they used to be able to just go to the store and buy something and that's it. But in today's world, since we have a lot of enemies that come to the United States in various ways, um, and even Obama put some interesting people into the FDA, which is supposed to be, protecting us from poison in the food. So we really don't have the protection that we once had. And GMOs are genetically modified organisms. You probably know about that, right? So I'm not going to go into that too much because I've taught that before. Are you aware of, why is that like that? Okay. What was I going to talk about? Okay. Do you know about glyphosate or Roundup Ready and how it's in the air and it's a mineral chelator?
I know about Roundup. I don't have quite the background that you're talking about in terms of what's going on.
All right, so it's important for you to know this too. If you go online to buy kosher vitamins, like koshervitamins.com, they're going to come out with a whole product line. Of most multivitamins these days say vitamins and minerals. And the reason that that is like that is because of the fact that glyphosate or Roundup Ready, and they're being sued royally in California, but they were bought out by Bayer Aspirin, which is another interesting subject, but we won't go there. And so what it does is this stuff, first of all, it was patented as a antibiotic, but it's used as a pesticide. And most farmers and even home gardeners like to put it in their yard because it prevents the bugs from making holes in everything. But the problem with it is it evaporates into the air, into the clouds, into the rain, into the streams of water, and it takes minerals out of people's bodies. They have even found in the milking mothers that are milking babies, new babies. They even found the glyphosate in the mother's milk. So it's really causing havoc and getting in everywhere. In today's world, we look around us and there are plenty of people that are jumbo fat and they could be starving to death and be fat as a horse. How is that? Because without minerals, the body cannot absorb vitamins. And if the body does not absorb the vitamins from the food or the vitamins from the supplements, then it starves because it doesn't have what it needs. So that's one of two issues. The other one is the fact that there are plants that are planted in the ground. Now, in the Torah, we are shown that every 7 years, Hashem told the farmers that they had to rest the land. In fact, it's Torah law that we have to be very careful if we buy any fruits or anything that came from Israel, if it was the Shemitah year. So, what happens is because the farmers in the United States and different places do not let the land rest, it's already been scientifically proven that most fruits and vegetables in the markets today have less than half the nutrients the grandparents' foods once had. So that causes another basket of eggs, if you know what I mean. So we now have those two things. And then we go on to other things. But how do we get minerals? Minerals can be, what is it called? Whoa. Okay. I've had electronics issues all day long today. As a matter of fact, Shula, the call dropped, but I know you can hear me on the class here. Oh, there she is. Wait a second, I have to put the speaker on. Now, what'd you say?
I was trying to figure out what happened. I texted you on the YouTube. Thank you for calling me back.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I looked down and it said that the call dropped, and I said, oh my goodness. All right, so we're recording it anyway. It'll be on YouTube. I was saying how I've had some challenges with electronics today, which never I had before. And as a matter of fact, the Torah class I gave today had to be in two parts because the computer shut down the YouTube in the middle of the class. So I had to do what's called part one and part two. I finally got part one and part two on the same email, and I emailed them out. I was almost finished sending them, so you should get in your email a copy of part one and part two from the Torah class today. But getting back to the health class, so did you hear, you heard the glyphosate. Did you hear about the nutrients of the ground?
Well, I know that Roundup is something to be very careful about, and there can be like cross contamination as far as I know that.
Yeah, the thing
So
is
it's
that
important.
when the grandparents were around, the land had a lot more nutrients to it. But now we live in an age where they don't let the land rest. Well, maybe in Israel, yeah, but everywhere else, no. And so if we go to the supermarket to go shopping and we, oh my goodness, are you still there? Oh, good. Yeah. Yeah, this thing is trying to play monkey business also. Okay. So here we go.
But just so you know, I also have you on YouTube, so hold on.
Oh, good. And I'll keep my eye on the little things on the side here. So, okay, so now we've already covered what is GMO. We've covered the fact that glyphosate takes minerals out of the body, and those minerals have to be replaced in order for the body to absorb the vitamins from the food or the supplements that people take. So it's very important to be conscious of the minerals. Now, let me see if I can get my computer to give me what minerals are. I know vitamin D is a mineral. Give me a second here. Hey Google, a list of minerals.
I found 3 on the website uwaterloo.ca. Click on a mineral name to learn more about it. Fluorite, gypsum, sodalite, magnetite, copper, quartz, mica, and pyrite, calcite, labradorite.
Hey Google, is vitamin D a mineral?
On the website kidshealth.org, they say, vitamins are organic substances, which means they're made by plants or animals. Minerals are inorganic elements that come from soil and water and are absorbed by plants or eaten by animals.
Hey Google, what is the difference between water-soluble and oil-soluble vitamins?
On the website tescovitamins.com, they say, water-soluble vitamins dissolve in water, which means these vitamins and nutrients dissolve quickly in the body. Unlike fat-soluble vitamins, water-soluble vitamins are carried to the body's tissues, but the body cannot store them. People also ask me, which vitamins are soluble in oil? Want to hear the answer?
Yes.
On the website nih.gov, they say, vitamins A, D, E, and K are called the fat-soluble vitamins because they are soluble in organic solvents and are absorbed and transported in a manner similar to that of fats.
There we go. So, very important. Let me see if I can see this. Another person came into the chat saying VAR Tech. Okay. So, I'm not sure. Maybe you clarify that a little bit. The person who texted me on YouTube. Okay, let's go on. So let me shorten the long story here to explain that water soluble vitamins are basic vitamin C and vitamin B. If we take what they classify as too much, it'll come out in the liquid of the body. It's not dangerous. As a matter of fact, they're now proclaiming scientifically that mega amounts of vitamin C can heal even macula and different things that the pharmaceutical industry says are not healable. So this is a whole nother challenge in its way. But oil soluble vitamins, unlike water soluble, water soluble are not retained in the body. If you take a vitamin C, no matter how many thousands of milligrams, your body uses what it needs in that moment, and the rest comes out with the liquid when you go to the bathroom. So what happens is that they're now making in the industry what's called time release or time sustained vitamin C, which means that it releases a little bit every hour into the body. There are also now alpha lymphoic acid time released or sustained as well. And we're going to speak about alpha lymphoic acid soon because it happens to be one of the most magnificent supplements for people that might have any form of sugar issues. So let's go on to what we were talking about, just basic food and basic shopping. Okay, so water-soluble vitamins go in and out quickly and are not retained. Oil-soluble vitamins, on the other hand, which is the list he gave us, the body will retain some for use later. So because of that, there are certain vitamins that need to be cared for as to how much. But I heard the other day from Dr. Berg on YouTube that vitamin D3, if taken in more higher levels of quantity at a time, can be used to keep arteries and veins clear. So they are now discovering that supplements do a lot more than they thought. And I would like to quote now Maimonides, who happens to be a Megatorah scholar, and he's also he was a doctor, and he said, "Let thy food be thy medicine." And interestingly enough, even the University of California now is quoting him quite frequently. So basically, what it is that everything Hashem created, He created for our health. And the challenge is to know what is for what. Now, for about 6 months to a year. Every time I made myself a meal, I went to the computer when I finished and I typed in the health benefits of, and I'll give you an example. Hey Google, the health benefits of beets.
I found a list on the website healthline.com. 9 impressive health benefits of beets. Here are the first 4. Many nutrients and few calories. Could help keep your blood pressure in check. Can improve athletic performance. And may help fight inflammation. Do you want to hear more?
Yes.
Okay, here's 4 more. May improve digestive health. May support brain health. May have some anti-cancer properties. And may help balance energy intake. To see the whole list, follow the link I just sent to your phone.
Okay, the point is, beets are even good for brain health. Okay, I'm sure you heard the list. And there are various foods. Each food has its own characteristics. One of the also mega powerhouses of vitamins and nutrients and even antioxidants is tea, green tea and black tea also. Let's see what he has to say about that. Hey Google, the health benefits of green tea.
I found a list on the website healthline.com. Here are 10 possible health benefits of green tea. Here are the first 4. Contains healthy bioactive compounds. May improve brain function. Increases fat burning. And antioxidants may lower the risk of some cancers. Do you want to hear more?
Yes.
Alright, here's 4 more. May protect the brain from aging. May reduce bad breath. May help prevent type 2 diabetes. And may help prevent cardiovascular disease.
Good.
By the way, if you want to see the whole list, you can check out the link I just sent to your phone.
Yeah, except that I think it's my son's. But anyway, so the point is that as we can see just from green tea and beets, that there are some mega health benefits. And I mention those too because they both mention brain health. In today's world, we have a lot of garbage going around. If you look at a lot of the sodas that used to just be carbonated water and who knows what, now it has on the label natural flavors. Well, that was the FDA to give an excuse to the manufacturers to put whatever they want in there and call it natural flavors. So one must be very careful with that because a lot of the so-called natural flavors is what's causing brain fog in today's world. And a lot of people such as myself stop drinking sodas altogether. But then as I'm going up in age, I'm finding that my insides need something to push the food through. And it made me realize that that's why when you go to a Jewish dinner table, like Shabbos, whatever, you're going to find a bottle or 2 of seltzer. And seltzer and the bubbles in the seltzer cause the digestive system and the stomach to get moving and to get that food through there. So, in order for a person not to walk out like the Goodyear blimp, feeling overstuffed, somebody down in the lineage of Judaism figured out that seltzer worked very good for that. But it only works if you don't have bubbles during the meal. And then you have the bubbles at the end of the meal. If you have bubbles all during the meal, it doesn't necessarily relieve the overfullness at the end. But that's not what the class is about tonight. So let's go on because we have some very interesting things. One of the things I wanted to touch on in tonight's class, oh, by the way, let me mention this before we go on, that cleaning a person's ears out with a Q-tip after they shower is more than just getting the wax out of there. It's been proven scientifically that people that don't clean out their ears, that it can affect the function of the brain. Unbelievable. Something else I learned. So make sure you clean your ears when you shower, no? Anyway, going on, right? So, there are various anti-aging supplements, and that is the next subject we're going to hit. But before we go on to the anti-aging, let's talk about natural antibiotics, which are only two or three really. Natural antibiotic, the number one powerful source is garlic. So what I do is I buy, nowadays you can find even with Hexure in Walmart, peeled garlic in a plastic package. I buy those packages, I put them in the little tiny food processor with olive oil and salt. It becomes a paste. The salt is a preservative. So once it's a paste and you put it in the fridge, it'll stay there for months. You can make salad dressings with it, with a little bit of mayonnaise and maybe some oregano, depending what flavors you want. Now, oregano is also a natural antibiotic, also interesting. And there are some other things here. Let me see. Turmeric. Turmeric is a powerhouse as well. Let's see if we can get my buddy over here, the computer, to help us out with that one. Hey, Google, the health benefits of turmeric. Are you sleeping? Hey, Google, turmeric health benefits.
Sorry, I don't have any information about that, but I found something related. Do you want to know what are the health benefits of turmeric in the body?
Yes. Yes.
On the website healthline.com, they say, turmeric, and especially its most active compound, curcumin, have many scientifically proven health benefits, such as the potential to improve heart health and prevent against Alzheimer's and cancer. It's a potent anti-inflammatory and antioxidant. It may also help improve symptoms of depression and arthritis.
Excellent. Thank you. I also wanted to mention that he mentioned about depression, that it's also been proven scientifically that depression can come from a shortage of vitamin D3. Now, what's interesting is that that's a mineral. Remember, we were talking about mineral chelators, no? So, D3 is something that should be taken. I take about, let me see, I take about 10,000 milligrams minimally daily. But D3 should be taken in the morning, not in the evening. And it works very good with C. So it should be taken together. They help each other. They work.
Sorry, should we take it in the morning together with water?
D3, David 3, and vitamin C. I bought C supplements that are 1,600 milligrams for one capsule. And in these days, if you find it made with a veggie capsule, it's just as kosher as if it had hexture. What it has to say is veggie cap, at least. Because with veggie cap, you're safe. The reason why we need hexture is because the regular gelatin capsules are made from pig. That's why it has to be a veggie cap.
Yep.
So let's go on here. There's another supplement called NAC, NAC. NAC is a quite phenomenal supplement. It's not all the supplements I mention are not chemicals, but made from natural foods. Now, NAC is such a superior substance that they're trying to see if they can get it to become prescription only. And let's hear what that's all about. Hey, Google, the health benefits of NAC. NAC.
On the website webmd.com, they say, NAC helps to replenish glutathione levels in the body. It also aids in regulating glutamate. These functions may help to improve brain health and benefit people with conditions such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's diseases. NAC may help with psychiatric disorders and addictive behaviors. People also ask me, is it okay to take NAC every day? Want to hear the answer?
Yes.
On the website pharmacytimes.com, they say, Twice daily administration or 3 times daily administration is commonly recommended by the manufacturers. There is no recommended daily allowance for NAC because, unlike vitamins, it's not an essential nutrient. The dosage used to prevent radiocontrast eye damage is 600 milligrams to 1,200 milligrams every 12 hours for 48 hours.
Excellent. So let's go on. So we found out that turmeric is another mega powerhouse, especially good to preserve the brain. It also works very good if a person has any aches and pains in their bodies. But now we're going to go on. Remember that the brain is also a muscle. So it's very important that we do some memorizing daily and things on that manner to give exercise to the brain. That too many people go around on automatic pilot, and that's not good as people get older. But let's go into the supplements for aging now. And let's start with a supplement called CoQ10 and PQQ. These CoQ10 the body produces, but as a person gets older and older, normally their bodies produce less. Therefore, supplement is needed for that. So let's ask, I call him Rabbi Google, right? To see if he'll help us out with this one. So, hey Google, the health benefits of CoQ10.
On the website healthline.com, they say, CoQ10 has been shown to help improve heart health and blood sugar regulation, assist in the prevention and treatment of cancer, and reduce the frequency of migraines. It could also reduce the oxidative damage that leads to muscle fatigue, skin damage, and brain and lung diseases.
Hey Google, the health benefit of PQQ.
On the website webmd.com, they say, studies show that PQQ raises blood flow to the cerebral cortex. I also found an answer to this question. How often should you take PQQ? Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
On the website drgoodman.com, they say, PQQ is typically dispensed in 10 milligrams or 20 milligrams doses per capsule. I recommend starting with 20 milligrams a day, with or without food. Higher doses are sometimes taken, but there is no evidence that these doses confer additional benefit. BioPQQ is the most popular product on the market and has the most research behind it.
Okay, so I have supplements that the company put those two together. I have all the pills. I used to use a different brand, and now I started using this brand, but it's all in the same boat. CoQ10 and PQQ can come in one pill. So a lot of these things you should try to order online. You're going to find them cheaper, and they deliver it right to your house, so you don't have to go schlepping. And let us go on. Is there any questions, comments until we go on? Okay.
Do you have a recommendation of how to take them? I thought that I just wondered if there's like a certain day or food that you should have, please.
Well, you know what magnesium is, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Magnesium is one of the supplements that's good to hold to the end of the day. Why? Magnesium is not a sleeping pill, but it will help sleep tremendously. So magnesium is something to take, and it should be 400 to 500 milligrams, and it should be taken late afternoon or early evening. But PQQ, CoQ10, most of these supplements I'm going to mention, what I do is I sit down, I pull up all my supplements for the day. I usually put them in shot glasses. I make like 2 or 3 shot glasses, and I'll take one with my coffee in the morning and something to eat. And like alpha lymphoic acid and vitamin B12, which I take 5,000 milligrams of B12, because if there's a deficiency, that causes a lot of problems in the body because the body needs that in the operational system. Let me see if I can get some information on that. Hey, Google, vitamin deficiency of B12. What are the effects?
According to Mayo Clinic, symptoms are rare but can include fatigue, breathlessness, numbness, poor balance, and memory trouble.
That's interesting, right? Anyway, B12 works better than an espresso coffee in the morning, and definitely it should be. But there are two kinds. There is what's called methyl B12, and there is cyanocobalamin B12. Cyano is not as absorbent to the body as methyl. Methylcobalamin is a much better quality of B12. And 5,000 milligram, you don't have to be afraid to take it. The body will take out what it doesn't need in the liquid when you go to the bathroom. So, highly recommended. I've been doing that for a long time. But you have to be careful because people that take certain medications, like for sugar, what is it? If I could remember that supplement. It's very metformin. Metformin. Give me a second. Metformin is a chemical. It's given out by doctors for people that have sugar issues. That takes B12 out of the body. So even if the person didn't have a deficiency before, that can cause it. Therefore, it's like a dog chasing its tail because a person with sugar issues can have tingling in the hands and the feet. And the metformin, although it takes the sugar out, it also takes out the B12. And the B12 shortage can also be the cause of that. So I highly recommend to find the equivalent of food and supplements instead of chemicals for everything. Chemicals in these days and in this world, the pharmaceutical companies don't want to heal anybody. They prefer people be sick because that's how they can live on their products and make money. Everything is about money these days. We have to be so careful. Going on. Next, I wanted to point out two more anti-agings. One is called hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is not only used as anti-aging, but it also works for people. You ever heard of people say they have heartburn? It's basically like a burning in the stomach. Well, heartburn is caused by a lack of acid in the stomach, and the stomach needs acid for digestion. So what happens? By taking an antacid, it makes what's bad worse. What a person needs if they feel that way is hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid will stop the heartburn, but it also is an anti-ager. So even if your stomach is fine, the stomach can use the acid for digestion. Another supplement which is excellent for anti-aging is called SAW, SAW. Second word is palmetto. Sol palmetto is another supplement used for anti-aging. Now we go to alpha lymphoic acid. Alpha lymphoic acid is very interesting because it's not only used as an anti-aging, but it is a supplement that will regulate sugar in the body as well. And let's see what Rabbi Google tells us about that one. Hey, Google, alpha lymphoic acid, health benefits.
On the website drugs.com, they say, folic acid helps your body produce and maintain new cells, and also helps prevent changes to DNA that may lead to cancer. As a medication, folic acid is used to treat folic acid deficiency and certain types of anemia caused by folic acid deficiency. I also found an answer to this question. What does folic acid do for your body? Do you want to hear it?
No, and you made a mistake. I asked
All
for,
right.
I said,
Sorry to hear that. What needs to be improved?
alpha lymphoic acid. Alpha lymphoic acid is different than what you told me.
Thanks. All feedback helps.
So I still need it. Okay, the health benefits of alpha lymphoic acid. Okay. Hey, Google, the health benefits of alpha lymphoic acid.
On the website healthline.com, they say, alpha lipoic acid has strong antioxidant properties, which may reduce inflammation and skin aging, promote healthy nerve function, lower heart disease risk factors, and slow the progression of memory loss disorders. I also found an answer to this question. What does alpha lipoic acid do for your body? Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
On the website mountsinai.org, they say, alpha lipoic acid is an antioxidant made by the body. It is found in every cell, where it helps turn glucose into energy. Antioxidants attack free radicals, waste products created when the body turns food into energy.
Excellent. So as you can see, it's also good for the brain. It's good for anti-aging. It does some mega awesome things. So now we're going to go to the next, which is collagen. Collagen is something the body produces naturally, but as a person gets older, it's possible, chas v'sholom, right? God forbid, that it produces less. And the producing of less can cause an effect on the skin that people do not want. So, in the world we live in today, there is supplements called collagen, and highly recommended to get some collagen supplements. There's also food that has collagen in it. Hey Google, what foods have collagen?
I found 17 on the website
Ooh.
medicinenet.com. Food sources of collagen include the following. Here are the first 5. Fish, chicken, egg whites, citrus fruits, and berries. Want me to tell you more?
Yes.
Okay, here's 3 more. Red and yellow vegetables, garlic, and white tea. By the way, if you want to see the whole list, you can check out the link I just sent to your phone.
Wonderful. Okay. And there's something called telomere, made by a company called Swanson, that is also anti-aging, and stem cell rejuvenation. Then there's what's in red wine called resveratrol. So we have a little red wine every Shabbos, and that is also anti-aging. Curcumin is also anti-aging. Eggs and NAD. So these are excellent ways. 2 more supplements available: rhodiola and thiamine, also anti-aging. Now we're going to go on to the supplements that can be used. Let's see what it says here. Oh, more anti-aging. We did that one. Vitamins A and B are also anti-aging. Foods would be watercress, red bell peppers, blueberries, nuts, avocados, and broccoli. Okay. Going on. Now we are going to talk about, by the way, there is something natural in the metformin that are recommended to diabetic people, and that is called French lilac. which is a natural substance that they make the metformin with. But metformin is not a natural supplement. It is made with chemicals mixed up. Now, there is something that's natural that works with the sugar in the body, and it's called berberine. And berberine root extract is excellent for regulating the sugar in the body. Let's see what my Mr. Computer wants to tell us. Hey Google, the health benefits of berberine.
Sorry, I don't have any information about that, but I found something related. Do you want to know what berberine is to the body?
Yes.
On the website webmd.com, they say, berberine is a bitter-tasting and yellow-colored chemical. It might help strengthen the heartbeat, which could benefit people with certain heart conditions. It might also kill bacteria, help regulate how the body uses sugar in the blood, and help reduce swelling.
And it's sold over the counter as a supplement. It is not chemical. It needs not prescriptions. Okay. The next one is ginger and green tea. We all know what those are. And we had checked green tea before with its mega antioxidants. Alpha lymphoic acid we mentioned, and it's also good for sugar issues as well as anti-aging. A multivitamin is recommended on a daily basis because whatever supplements you take, multivitamins make sure that the body has vitamins work like this. This affects this, that affects this, that makes this work and this work. In other words, like even just vitamin C and D, with a multivitamin, they will give you the maximum capacity of goodness for your body. If the multivitamin is missing, the C and D cannot work to full capacity because the body may need a certain nutrient or vitamin in order to make the others work, just as the minerals need to be there first in order to absorb the vitamins. So a multivitamin kind of covers ground if anything is missing or lacking. Highly recommended. And in this world that we're living in today, you go online and you look for a multivitamin and mineral. So you get it all in one shot. And it's not any more expensive than what it used to be. So we have something else, a supplement called DHEA. That's David, Happy, Egg, and answer. A for answer, right? So this supplement, I take 50 milligram ones. It's good for sugar issues, but it also has other benefits. Let's see what benefits. Hey Google, what does DHEA do for the body?
On the website healthline.com, they say, DHEA is both a natural hormone and popular supplement that can affect the levels of other hormones in your body. It has been studied for its potential to increase bone density, decrease body fat, improve sexual function, and correct some hormonal problems. People also ask me, what are the benefits of taking DHEA? Want to hear the answer?
Yes.
On the website webmd.com, they say, a number of studies have found that DHEA supplements may help people with depression, obesity, lupus, and adrenal insufficiency. DHEA may also improve skin in older people and help treat osteoporosis, vaginal atrophy, erectile dysfunction, and some psychological conditions.
Wow, it gets pretty extensive there, huh? So as we can say and see, there are so many supplements that do mega amounts of things for everyone. And the pharmaceuticals and the chemicals in today's world is not something that we could trust like used to be when we were kids. So people are more and more going towards natural things, health, Um, and there's usually something for everything. We now, bless the Almighty, have the internet and the computers, so it never occurs to a lot of people to go and just type in the search on the search bar, like in any of the browsers, to write the health benefits of whatever it is you want to know. What I did and I recommend is to take a minute after you eat every day and write down the health benefits of the things you ate and see what has what. You may be taking too much of one thing and not enough of something else. You may be able to cover certain vitamins with food and not need to take supplements. And then you may be eating foods and taking supplements where you're doubling on one thing and not having enough of the other. Therefore, in this day and age that we live in, we need to know what we're doing. And the doctors are not places to ask about nutrients. They're so chemically minded, they're no naturally good. And although there are many Orthodox Jewish doctors, which I love very much, um, it's not a place to find out about what Maimonides said, let thy food be thy medicine. The medical field does not teach anything about that. So, in these days, I highly recommend also checking YouTube, because YouTube now has mega amounts of videos on all kinds of, um, they even have videos on vitamin deficiencies. They have videos on the health benefits of certain vitamins, of what foods have certain vitamins in them. All that information can be found either on a browser or in YouTube. So I highly recommend checking it out, doing a little research on your own. Please give me feedback on everything you do. If we team up and network together, we can get more of this information out there for everyone who needs it. And believe me, everyone needs it. Much better to take care of yourself than to need a doctor. Much better to spend a few more cents on some food and be healthy all the time. So I highly recommend that everyone and anyone start following in my path, especially in the area of food and health and knowing what you're doing. Any questions that you have after the program, you're welcome to call me anytime. There's no such thing as calling me too much. You can call me anytime. And is there any questions, comments, or good sayings at this point? Because the class is about 48 minutes down the road, and we have a few things to finish up. Any questions or comments at this point?
I was just going to ask you, Scott, if you have anything to share about quercetin and zinc, if you've done any research on those, or if you take those supplements.
I do. And quercetin, it's interesting because I bought a supplement for my husband more than me, but for both, that's made from mushrooms. And I have it in the kitchen. And I looked at the label and it said that they mixed quercetin in there. Quercetin is another natural substance for the immune system. And zinc is a necessary part of what I call the multivitamin club. Why? Because a club is like they're all joined together, and certain vitamins are all from work together for the immune system, and zinc is one of them. Zinc, I believe, is up to 50 milligrams a day max, and they should be taken in the morning along with the C's and the D's. Quercetin is an above and beyond the call of duty. It's very good for the immune system, but it's not as much a need as these other ones. And let me look real quick at that bottle. Let me grab it real quick so I can tell you the name of that supplement. Lion's Mane. There is on YouTube, there is a doctor by the name, he has his site or his channel is called Nootropics, nootropics.com. And he takes all these supplements and he gives you the whole Megillah, even the scientific perspectives on everything. But it was through him I learned about this particular supplement, which is called Lion's Mane. It's made from mushroom and it comes with quercetin and it's 1,500 milligrams per serving, and it supports healthy immune response. But he gave a lot more than just that. Let's see if we get something from the computer. Hey Google, the health benefits of lion's mane supplement.
I found a list on the website healthline.com. Here are 9 health benefits of lion's mane mushrooms and their extracts. Here are the first 3. Could protect against dementia, helps relieve mild symptoms of depression and anxiety, and may speed recovery from nervous system injuries. Want to hear more?
Yes.
Sure. Here's 3 more. Protects against ulcers in the digestive tract, reduces heart disease risk, and helps manage diabetes symptoms. By the way, if you want to see the whole list, you can check out the link I just sent to your phone.
Okay, one other thing that I hadn't mentioned that I wanted to mention, God willing, I can remember what it was I wanted to share. Oh, yeah. Okay, so Lion's Mane is another supplement that, as you can see, all these different ones are good to maintain and sustain the brain. And that's a very important function in the body. And I highly recommend eating a lot of greens. And what I do is my system needs high fiber. So when it comes to high fiber, the best foods to eat are beans and rice. And living in Puerto Rico for many years, I learned mega different recipes for it. And I would be glad to share those if anybody wants to call me. Basically, you make onions and garlic in oil, or I use olive oil and I use avocado oil. Please stay away from Mazola. When we were kids, that was the big thing, but we only use that for the cars these days. We don't use it for health. But in any case, the avocado oil is good for cooking. It doesn't denature at high temperatures. And it works excellent. You take onions and garlic in some oil, and I use a lot of cilantro these days because it's a detoxer and it will take even metals out of the body. I put it in there to flavor all that stuff a little more. You can put cumin, you can put allspice, all those different flavors are good. Throw the beans in there, cook it up a little bit, and then throw, to make rice, I put the rice in there, and then if I put 2 cups of rice, I would put 3 cups of water and let it cook up on a low fire so it doesn't crust beat and burn the bottom. And you're going to have some luscious food. And then you take that garlic I told you, the garlic paste to make, put some mayonnaise in there, and you can put oregano, whatever, which is a natural antibiotic, and make yourself a salad and have the salad with the rice and beans, and it's yummy, yummy in the tummy. They also, in most stores, sell what's called plantains. You take the peeling off and you fry up what's inside there, one side to the other. Excellent for potassium. Potassium is a mineral, and if it's lacking in the body, it is what's used to balance the water in the body. Most doctors will give people water pills like Lasix for regulating the water. Get rid of the garbage and start taking potassium every morning. 99 milligrams in the morning, 99 at night to begin. Or take the 2 in the morning is better, so you don't get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, no? But very important. If anybody has any specific health issues that they would like to know what to do about or what to eat, and they did the research and they need more help, please contact me. I don't charge for anything. I serve the Almighty with my life and my entire being, and I'm here to help whoever needs help at any time and any place. So we have now gone 55 minutes, and I think we're going to end the class here. Any more questions?
Just one more question, Jessica. Thank you so much. I'd really love to share your video in my. I have a group that was started by a friend of mine in Crown Heights from the neighbor, Dhea. She's a very sweet woman. She started a WhatsApp chat years ago called Share Healthy Food Ideas. I think it was around 2015. She struggled for 8 years.
Wow.
With going through chemo and things like that, and she. We all wanted her to use a natural path, but she was trying to do it in an aggressive way, I guess, because she was sort of,
I know. I understand what you're saying.
I'm keeping the group going in her memory. She
Oh.
was a dear friend of mine. She passed about 2.5 years ago.
Wow, nice.
So I'm going to share this video in the group and her narrative, and that the Mishnah was not because I'm sharing something that could help save somebody else's life.
For sure. Not only save their life, but have a better quality while living it,
Amen.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask about the potassium you have over there.
Sure.
You mentioned not to take it a certain time of day so that I'm not running to the bathroom. I imagine that I should take it first thing in the morning in that case?
Yes, I take, at this point of my life, I am taking about 400 milligrams of potassium in the morning all at one time. I also eat bananas. I also, I don't skimp on anything, but I take the supplements on top of the food. And I take them in the morning. And I noticed that if I drank all the liquids I needed during the day, and I call the sippy because most people don't drink enough liquid all day. And then it comes like 4 or 5 in the afternoon, and the body starts saying, hey, where's my liquid? And they start getting thirsty. Now, the problem with that is if they drink mega amounts of liquid at that time of day, it's going to get them to the bathroom a couple times in the night. So, and then when it becomes a habit, it becomes hard to break. Magnesium will help break the habit, but also if a person, like I have this big cup next to me, let me show you what it looks like. And I have one that I have my bubbles in. I don't drink Coke anymore, but I drink natural, good substance. I put the non-GMO stevia in there and lemons juice sometimes and whatever. But I also have this one that I like ice a lot, ice and water. And I make sure it's bottled water so it's clean. And all day long, I'm doing this. Sip, 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 2 sips, 3 sips. Why? Because you don't realize, but it does. Nobody wants to drink a whole glass of water if they're not thirsty. But nobody has a problem with a sip or two. So begin to start with the sip, 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 sip from early in the morning. And by 4 in the afternoon, your body will have had the requirement of liquid it needs. And it will not need to be drinking so much late in the afternoon and evening. And you'll find it much easier not to need the bathroom in the middle of the night. Plus potassium. If you do it in the morning, whatever you're sipping on and drinking on, it'll take it out in the bathroom and during the day. So I always teach in the Torah classes, there's 2 options. Just like we have to choose good and reject evil, we have to either control us or the Yetzer in hiding, saying that it's ourself when it's not, gets in there and tries to do whatever he can to make trouble, you know? And basically, he does that by uh, by telling people, "Oh, you don't have time to drink now. Drink later," and all kinds of stupidities like that. So we have to take up control. I have to control my thoughts, my mind. I have to control what I eat. I have to control what I drink and when I drink it. I have to control. I can have 2 cups of coffee and not 5. I have to take up control of my life. And I don't have to restrict myself like a person on a diet where they can't eat. I have to replace it with something better, not take it away. You understand what I'm saying? So it's very important to sometimes we have to reconstruct and schedule ourselves out. It's like I like coffee, I like things with caffeine, it helps me go, go, go. But comes 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I will not allow myself to have anything with caffeine after 4 in the afternoon. That way, when I go to lay down at 9 or 10 o'clock at night, I sleep like a baby. And more so with the magnesium, it helps a lot in the area of sleeping, although it's not a sleeping pill, and it is a requirement for the body. Interesting. Let me see what my friend Mr. Google says. Hey Google, I have 2 things I want to ask. Hey Google, the health benefits of luteolin.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Okay, there was that. And the health, okay. Hey Google, the health benefits of magnesium in a supplement.
I don't understand, but I found something related. Do you want to know whether it is good to take magnesium every day?
Yes, and what benefits it has.
On the website webmd.com, they say, magnesium is a mineral that's crucial to the body's function.
Mineral.
Magnesium helps keep blood pressure normal, bones strong, and the heart rhythm steady. I also found an answer to this question. Is it good to take magnesium every night? Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
On the website psychologytoday.com, they say, magnesium plays a role in supporting deep, restorative sleep by maintaining healthy levels of GABA, a neurotransmitter that promotes sleep. Research indicates supplemental magnesium can improve sleep quality, especially in people with poor sleep.
And also, as if you will start sitting in a room that's darker about a half hour before you sleep, it will also be conducive to sleep because when there's less light, the body produces melatonin. And it's mentioned that there's less melatonin produced when people get older, but things like nuts, eggs, milk have melatonin in them. So one of the habits I had made is to have some milk before I go to bed at night, and that also is conducive to sleep. I have one more supplement that's good for anti-aging I wanted to mention, I forgot, and it's called luteolin. So let's see what he says, and then we'll finish with that. Hey Google, the health benefits of luteolin supplement.
I found 4 on the website add-on. Life. May support memory. May support nervous system. May improve heart health. And finally, may reduce inflammation and allergies.
Good stuff. I hope you learned a lot in this class. This is class number 6. If you go into our channel, Yiska Levinson, and do a search, just write Yiska Levinson 2021 health. There should be 1 through 6 that comes up, so you can find any classes you might have missed. Anyway, we'll be back with health again next Sunday. I may change the time to 8:30 Eastern time, which is New York, because an hour later, because that way people can come home from whatever they were doing all day and shower and whatever they got to do or eat, and they don't have to rush to the class. So, um, if nothing else changes, next week's class will start from now on at 8:30 Eastern Time. That gives me at 6:30 so that my Sunday's not cut off somewhat. Okay? Anyway, I wish you bracha, tzlacha, besimcha, only goodness. Thank you so much for coming in. You are a great inspiration, Shula. And if you, when you share this with other people in the class, ask if anybody has questions, write them down and bring them to class, or have them give them my phone number. You can give my number to anyone you want. You don't need my permission. You can invite anyone you want to any of the classes. We're here to change this world into a righteous place, a righteous and healthy place to live. Yeah?
Amen.
There we go. So it's great to connect with you again, and I wish you bracha, tzlacha, and besimcha, only goodness.
And likewise, enjoy your evening.
Oh, mine for you too.
I'm looking forward to next time.
Tomorrow at 6:30 your time, he'll be in on the Zoom and the conference center. YouTube Live does not open until his class ends. So, do you have the link for the Zoom, or do you have the number of the conference center? They're both in the same email.
Okay, I'm gonna double check.
Okay, what you do is you do a search. There's two ways to look for that email. You have Gmail also, right?
Yeah.
Okay. In the top in Gmail where it says search, not the browser, but inside of Gmail, there's a search bar on the top. Put in these numbers, either 289 675 or 1313. 13 is my birthday, so that's why that one's there. Yeah, but that video, that email, when you first pull it up, it'll give you the conference center numbers with the codes to get in. And then if you scroll down, there's a long blue line there. And if you click on it, you don't need to sign up to Zoom or anything. You just click on the line, but it has to be open first from our side, and then you'll be able to go in. Yeah, so if you want, so there's ways to deal with that. If you don't find it, let me know and I'll email it to you again. And when we're getting close, like maybe 6:15 your time, give me a call and we'll touch bases to get you set up if you need any help. Okay? And tomorrow is on Gemara, it's on Talmud, but he does beginners Talmud classes. You'll understand everything, no complications. Yeah. Hashem bless you, sweetheart. Shalom, shalom. You too. And thank you, YouTubers, for coming in. And we hope that you enjoyed the class as well. And please come back and see us tomorrow's Torah class at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. And then we have I come in at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, and I will be opening YouTube Live for my class. So everybody and anybody's welcome. Shalom, shalom.